Whether you work at a restaurant, you work at a hotel, you work at a clinic, a warehouse, whatever kind of professional environment you work at, these small specialized devices are what actually provides the Wi-Fi signal your laptop, your phone, or any corporate device you use. This is what provides the signal they connect to. So the importance of little devices like this cannot be overestimated, especially for corporate enterprise environments. So I figured you're probably curious what they look like inside, aren't you? Well, I cracked one open so that I can show it to you. Here's a clip of me doing it. All right, so everything I'm going to break down in this video is all from my personal research. Now, all of this is not 100% because I am not the manufacturer of this equipment. At the end of the day, Fortinet maintains all rights. They know the full knowledge to this equipment. I'm an engineer by trade and I design solutions like this, hence why I conducted my own research to find out what they actually are. So this is my own opinion. There might be some things that maybe I might miss or something that I might misreference. So please, if you have any correction or suggestions, don't hesitate to tell me in the comments. All right. So we're going to start with taking the cap off. As you can see, this is the regular Fortinet logo. We'll start with the antenna. There are 4 visible antennas that I see here. And from Fortinet's own specification, this device has 3 regular dual band antennas and 1 Bluetooth antenna. The device also has 3 radios and 1 Bluetooth radio dedicated specifically for like Zigbee, your IoT device, those types of stuff. My own identification is, I believe this black cable right here is the 5 gigahertz antenna. This is the antenna. It looks like a PIFA. PIFA is basically a unique type of antenna design. And this 5 gigahertz antenna is connected to a 5 gigahertz radio, which uses this antenna. So I believe this black wire could be it. I could be wrong, but this is my own opinion. This white cable right here, I believe is the 2.4 gigahertz copper. These cables are copper wires, in case you're not aware. And this antenna right here, I believe this is the monitor, because they have one specific antenna dedicated to just monitoring channels and looking at any kind of noise within the spectrum. My guess is this antenna could be it. And this wire in here is connecting to the radio that controls the entire spectrum analysis. And this could be the Bluetooth antenna. The reason why is because obviously the cable is Bluetooth. So I'm guessing maybe that's what this cable is for the Bluetooth radio, which controls this Bluetooth antenna. And this entire plastic or, I don't know, aluminum component is basically for the RF. This helps to protect the RF signal from propagating into the chip, the mother, basically the PCB, the control board, or any external RF signal that's going to be hitting this device. It's basically a shield to protect it inside. So this is the external casing. I'm going to go into the internal casing. One thing that I love with this entire setup, honestly, Fortinet did a great job. Just look at this. This right here, these are just for heatsink. The boards relax on this metal, this rubbery property, and it actually absorbs the heat so that the heat doesn't dissipate within the board itself. Instead, the heat would dissipate and spread throughout this aluminum casing. I cannot explain it in the video, but if you look at this casing, it's so smooth. I'm telling you. So when the heat comes, the heat hits this, captures it, spreads around this device, and the airflow allows the heat to go out of it. This is how this device gets to operate 24/7, year after year, round the clock, for a long duration of time without even needing much maintenance, because the design, it's impeccable, honestly. So this is one of the things I love the most. And just look at the unique color. I don't know what I'll call this, but I believe it's aluminum. It's so gorgeous. Honestly, Fortinet did a great design with this. All right, so the next part, this is the brain. I believe this is the SoC. It's what you call system on a chip. If you're not familiar with that, just Google it and you'd see what I mean. It's basically the brain. I'm just going to open it. This right here is just to shield it, to protect it from RF signal, because you don't want your brain having any external noise. This is just gorgeous. My belief is this is the CPU. This is the central processing unit. This is basically what has the small computer. It's the small brain that manages everything going on within this access point. It's so beautiful, man. Look at this. So this small brain receives the power. This is your DC power. I can't remember the exact voltage that this supports. I don't know if it's in the back of the case. Actually, it is 12 volts maximum. So this receives the power, and there's a balancer that helps control the power. All these here are the components to help control the power, so that the power doesn't just boom surge into this board and destroys components. It makes sure the power flows according to what's needed within this entire system. This brain helps to monitor the flow of electricity throughout this component. It's just gorgeous, man. I can't believe humans designed this. This is impressive. This is a USB. Typically, if you want to set up the device, I believe USB is another way of managing or accessing the management. I've never really used the USB, but this is the USB. These are the RJ45. Now, one of the RJ45 is for your actual data, regular. Another RJ45, I believe this is the PoE RJ45. I'm not exactly sure which of them flow in the sequence, but if you look at the back here, it tells you. So the first one is PoE. The second one is just non-PoE RJ45, so it cannot carry power. And the third one is a console RJ45, or serial rather, sorry, not RJ45. If you're not familiar with what a serial cable is, they typically look like an RJ45, but it's not, and they connect. So this is an RJ45, by the way. It connects in. Same with this guy. This is PoE. As you can see, it's getting powered. The reason you're getting this power is because this specific cable right here is carrying electrical and data signal from a PoE switch. So if you look behind you just right here, this is a PoE switch. It means the switch has the ability to provide power to any device over an Ethernet cable. That's how you see this guy's getting powered up. All right. So always make sure you check your specification that it supports PoE. Don't buy an access point that doesn't support PoE, because they're harder to install, especially because you're going to need electrical power. But most APs still give you the option to have electrical. But I hardly, I don't think in many years I've used regular DC power for my access point. It's always been PoE. Then this, if you use your DC power, obviously you need data. So this is where you're going to put the data connection. And this is your serial cable, serial connection, as we already talked. These are shielding. So you have various components within these boards that are sensitive to RF signals. And I believe this metal casing is to protect those various components so that they don't get surged with overloaded RF signal within that unique area itself. Now, there's more information within this board that I can get into. I mean, even under here too, you can see this is another component too. This is a shielded component, if I'm not mistaken. Now, what it's shielding, I cannot exactly tell you what it is, but there's a component under here that's sensitive to RF that Fortinet engineers decided to shield from RF signals. Whole lot of information, man. Whole lot of information. I did not do this any justice at all. I'm pretty sure Fortinet engineers have way more information to share. This is just from my own finding, from my own research. I'm just an enthusiast that love the technology, and I use them almost every single day. I manage thousands, and I've deployed hundreds of them across different environments. So that led me to do my own research and find out how they are actually managed, how they're designed, and who even creates them. Maybe someday in the future I could create one of this. Who knows? But it's just impressive. If you enjoyed this video and you found this useful, or maybe you even learned 1% or even something new today, whatever the case may be, please share whatever you have to share in the comments. Tell me whether this was helpful, or if it wasn't, whatever suggestions or feedback you have, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around, watching the entirety of the video. Take care of yourself and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Peace.